gentlemen, welcome to episode 25 of the TBD Gaming Podcast. As per usual, I'm your host Harry. Joining me today are the two regulars. I assume that it's regular already. One is Adri. Adri is the most regular one. Welcome back, Adri. And then we have Zerg. Zerg, welcome back on the second continuous time.
Hi, I'm the second regular. Thanks for having me.
Not yet.
Nice.
You still have some way to go.
Wait until 10 more episodes.
Perhaps.
I hope. Yep.
I mean, we try our best. We try our best to do this every week. I think we've been trying to do that for at least 2 weeks straight. So let's see if we can do that continuously without stopping a week, perhaps. Hopefully. Let's get into our topic, guys. As per usual, let's talk about the stuff that we've been playing over the past 1 week. There's no more week because we came back in last week. So, Adri, what have you been playing for the past week?
Wow, okay. I've been playing... Okay, the simple one. I've been playing back Gundam Evolution. Because they had an event where if you finish 10 matches, win or lose, they give you enough credit to get one unit of mobile suit. And I wanted the new one, the new Gundam that came out with the new update. So I went and played 10 patches and yeah, I got it. And did a semi-reunion with all my fellow Gundam Evolution players, teammates.
Why do you abandon them? Why?
Why they also stopped playing. It's not my fault. We all abandoned the game.
Does it mean the game is not good, or the game is good, or how?
We have other games to play.
That's normal. That's normal. Don't worry.
That's normal. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the norm. But I really want to get into Gundam Evolution, but it's just so hard now. But anyway, yes, I played that, and I got my new Gundam. Besides that, I've been streaming a lot of Midnight Suns.
Oh yeah.
Trying to finish it, but that game is freaking long. Zerg knows how long it will be. He finished it 2 days ago. Even though he started that's last month. You started last month, Zerg.
You talking about Midnight Sun?
Yes.
I have so many things to talk about Midnight Sun. Yeah, I finished Midnight Sun 2 days ago. If I may.
You started when?
I started less than 5 days ago. Yeah.
Okay.
6 days ago. Yeah.
But you play straight, right? Almost like 6 days straight.
I am having a severe backache because of this. I have sleepless night as well. I have so many complaints and compliments to give about this game.
Wow. Okay.
As we speak, while waiting for you guys to stream, I am actually playing this game again. So
you still playing? Wow.
Okay. Are there like daily quests, daily random quests, something like that?
There's none. If I am allowed to talk about the game now, I will talk about this game. It's the game that I despise so much, but I love it. I become obsessed with it because number one, the tactical. Okay, I despise the game because what the fuck? The price is like. I purchased the game 360. I can't even remember what's the price. Not the legendary edition like you had, Adri. So the fact, okay, for those of you who knows the developer, I'm not in the niche market or the market of the gaming industry whatsoever. I had heard complaint about NBA games. If you guys know about the games, whereby you play basketball and you can create your own blah blah blah, and you can buy. It's like playing Pokemon Unite where you can max item and you can play to win. That's what people call it nowadays, isn't it? So in Midnight Sun, the battle is so freaking fun. I love it. I keep on saying, it's gonna be my last game, it's gonna be my last cycle, but heck no, 3 hours later I'm still here. So the thing about this game is that I hate the microtransaction. it's very minute in the game. Basically, 99.9% of all the costume in the game, you can just get it by playing, unlock the whole thing. But it is inherently annoying because although the microtransaction is a bit unobtrusive in a way, say for example, you can actually pay 50 ringgit to have 15,000 coins, which is equivalent to buying 5 costume, and each character or Marvel hero will have at least 2 costume that you like or you love. But knowing 2K, which is what I'm getting back to the NBA 2K and the developer, I can see that the way they do the game, they are trying to make a lot of microtransaction in the future. If you guys are familiar with Genshin Impact, are you guys familiar with Genshin Impact?
Yes.
They have a lot of gems, primo gems, gold, every single credits that they have. So this one looks like they wanted. This is me just showing off my ass predicting. This is just me assuming that's what they're doing. They wanted to make the game free, but the fact that you need to pay 360 and they have a microtransaction, and soon after they will have a DLC. By the way, there's a post-credit scene. It is so good, which is why I say I'm very obsessed with it. If you are a Marvel fan or Marvel, it is good. It is. I can see the DLC gonna be a huge DLC later on. But knowing 2K and this developer, the same one who developed Civilization, right? I can see there will be a lot of DLC later on. There will be a lot of contents, which is good. But being a single player game with no ongoing content component, the cosmetic for me is a bit again annoying, because unlike games like Gundam, Overwatch, or Valorant, where you need to rent a server and create content because all this require money, this friendship simulator, the tactical combat, which is fun, I would recommend people to just wait for it to be on sale. But if you are a huge runaway fan like myself who love Nico all the way, then you should buy it now. So I love this game. I just clocked in 69 hours. Finish it 2 days ago. Nice. I'm not gonna plat the game. There's so many bugs in the game as well. I recorded every single bug. I don't know why I do that. I recorded every single video bug.
Can you to 2K, dude?
Yeah, I know. There's so many. This is the worst bug compared to Pokemon, and the fact that no one actually say a bad thing about this game. Right? Can you imagine my character just go below the floor and cannot see my character? And I just posted in a Twitter showing how Scarlet Witch just burned the book with a chaos magic non-stop. So there's so many glitches, but I still play it, which is why I say I'm still obsessed. And also, having 20,000 comics in my book, Marvel comics, make me what I am doing right now. So if you have a chance to play it, get it on discount. So I've been spending too many hours in it. I think I should stop soon. So it's a fun game. Congratulations. I love it.
It is a fun game. It's a fun
game. Wait, sorry, what? The game costs 360? The game is 360. 360 ringgit.
On PS, there's 3 selection: the standard version, the legendary, blah blah blah, and also the I don't know what did I purchase. The second one is actually 360. And also, just to let you know, because again I'm a Marvel fan, super hype up Marvel fan. I actually purchased it in Steam, refund it. Reason being, there's no cloud save in this Steam. Okay, because I'm not flexing. Say for example, I do have it in my Steam Deck and also in my PC. So those two separate PC and Steam Deck will give you a different play save. So say for example, I'm playing 5 hours, I cannot carry over to my Steam Deck.
That sucks.
So in a way it does. Like I said, no one actually complained about this game just yet. But knowing 2K, how they do well with NBA 2K and keep on selling, I don't expect them to change, and I do expect there will be a lot more DLC. They just released the latest Defender skin. You know, if you watch a movie, the Defender skin of Doctor Strange is there. It's fun. I want to get it, but you know.
Can you get that Defender skin by playing, or you have to pay for it?
You can't, because it is an earlier phase of the game. So every character will actually have two costume skin, and one of the skin, if I'm not wrong, will give a different mechanics of the ultimate limit break. So it looks fun. I was watching it on YouTube, but it is not strong enough for me. I justify myself not to buy because of the price point, and also the DLC itself is 220. Can you imagine that? In which they do not have the time period, how many DLC they're gonna be, when is the date, and they throw you with a lot of skins.
Wait, hold on a second. 220 for what? For season pass or what?
Yeah, for season pass.
Season pass alone.
Okay,
season pass alone.
So I
it's a
assume
full
that
game.
I assume that it covers any future DLC expansion, whatever it is, right?
They give you four characters, but and a few missions.
For now. For now.
I don't know. I think that's about it.
So future chapters. Future chapters.
Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a soft minor spoiler, but having finished the game, I can see that there will be a lot more content in it, the DLC, which is. Okay. I keep on looking at the price of the DLC. I say, okay, this may be justified of the price point, but then seeing how they're giving 33% for the price discount for the game, but not the DLC, I keep on hating the game again. But I still want it. It's 219, not 290. So yeah.
219, yes.
219 for the standard edition, right? 219 for slots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they will throw Firaxis and 2K gonna throw like another 40 hours easily on the next DLC. I'm sure of it, because me just finishing the storyline takes me 59 hours, 60 hours. So it's a good content. I mean, yeah, but why is it so expensive? Yeah, because of the licensing of Marvel, isn't it?
Yeah.
I keep hearing. Go ahead.
They're gonna give you what? Venom, Morbius, Storm, and Deadpool. Deadpool is definitely the biggest one, because they use Deadpool to promote the season pass before the launch of the game. So
what you talking about? You have Deadpool. You have Deadpool. Liar.
No, yeah,
liar. What the hell? You have Deadpool. What the hell? Why is he not here?
I already got Deadpool. What are we talking about? And all the skins you saw me wearing during the stream is gonna be included in the season pass.
Yeah. Yes, those skins easily cost you how much? 200? Yeah. Wow. The one that he had.
I'll be straight with you guys. I keep hearing 200, 300, 200, right? I have a feeling, right, that this game, right, they are really taking advantage of it, Marvel fans, man.
Yes,
they really are.
Not to say they are really digging your money or kill you with if you like it, you must get it, because knowing, like I said, my friend who is I'm a basketball player myself, used to be a basketball player myself. My friend played basketball player games like crazy. He would just buy every single NBA in every console, and he will keep complaining about it, which is what I am doing right now. But he told me, now I get the feeling. He told me that he spent 100 USD, if I'm not wrong, just for the initial part of that. You have a stat for each and every character. So yeah, it's not surprising for 2K, but the game is so good. But
it's very good. Firaxis did a good job in the gameplay, and the story is pretty good too. The story is pretty good.
The way they throw you, this is me being a Marvel fan again. The way they throw you with all the intrinsic backline story of, oh my god, the end game combat. Oh my god, Adri should play it. It's so good. Oh my god.
The publisher is 2K, is it?
The
Yeah, Faxies 2K.
2K.
No wonder lah. No
Right?
wonder lah.
What the hell?
If it's published by someone else, I think it would be way cheaper and less monetization.
Have you guys seen the DLC of Civilization? It's gonna be that huge. I was thinking. The moment I finished the game 2 days ago, I was like, "Oh man, that post-credit scene shows everything that the game gonna be like." You know.
Oh, is it? Oh, crap.
Okay,
I gotta
yeah.
read it now.
That's a marketing tool at the end of the day. It's a marketing tool at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm complaining, but I'm still obsessed with it. You
So
should play it.
expensive.
If only they give a demo, more and more people will play it, and yeah, I hope they give a demo.
But if you're telling me right now, this since I know that future content or skin and stuff like that is gonna be 200 plus I have to pay, right? I'm not sure how appealing that's gonna be for casual players to spend
Right.
that much, to be honest.
It's
'cause-
definitely not for casual. It's for hardcore Marvel.
yeah,
Marvel
I'm gonna be
character
honest.
fans.
If it's like a 50 to 100 for an expansion, so-called, maybe DLC season 2 season 3 whatever, I think maybe that's still fine. But if it's like 200 plus
Agree.
for
If I were to justify my price point I spend on this game, time and also money wise, it roughly gonna cost me around 4 to 5 ringgit per hour, which is so much cheaper. This is me justifying and talking to myself monologue, saying that this game is not so expensive. You're gonna spend around 4 to 5 ringgit per hour, enjoying the Marvel content, which is so much better than Thor. I'm sorry, guys, Thor sucks. You know, if you were to buy an IMAX cinema movie right now, Avatar cost me 45 ringgit. So for 3 hours. So price to price point comparison, I love it. So yeah, if you can get it for second hand, I'm not sure whether you have it in Switch. You will have it this year.
you have
you'll
a
get it in
physical.
Switch,
I think
yeah.
you have a physical too. I think there's a physical also. Maybe try to get that one. But I think it's gonna be expensive also for the physical.
Will. Yeah, I think it's like Star Wars, Lego. The licensing gonna be expensive, but not this expensive. I was asking Ajit the other day why they suddenly give a 33% discount. It sounded very fishy.
That's
They
true.
want more and more people to come over and bash and say a bad thing about their game. 3 days later, I'm having a lot of glitches in my game. So yeah.
It's the printer model lah. They make the printer cheap so that they can keep selling you the cartridge lah. Keep
Lol.
selling more and more cartridge. The cartridge is not
Yeah.
cheap. Oh
So
man.
so those are the time that I've been spending for the past 5 days on the game. So if you were to ask me, do I regret? No, I don't. I love it.
You don't.
But then,
You shouldn't.
yeah, the more time I play with it, the more I say, oh my god, I kick ass, and then there's a lot of funny conversation. You know, sometimes when you watch a movie,
Yep.
Marvel movie like Thor again, come on Thor, you are so bad, and then they give you all the funny, not so funny jokes. And in this game, I can see Deadpool gonna be as funny as Iron Man later on. So, yeah, it's
Yes,
good.
boss.
Yeah, yes, boss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
boss.
it's good. Yep. Hello, Pokemon. You need a voice actor and actress as well. No one gonna
That's
read
true.
your text.
Pokemon, come on, man.
Alright, Pokemon sells like crazy, and then there's no voice. The text is there. Yeah, it's good for kids to learn about the grammar and everything. But then, I don't know. Yeah.
I am not sure. I think that there is a situation where you're gonna buy anyway. You're gonna buy anyway.
Exactly.
So why would I do that? Why?
I bought and
why?
purchased it anyway. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. Why? So who cares? Oh wow. Okay. So basically, what a long. I would not say a review, but impression of Midnight Sun, which, seeing that it's published by 2K. Okay, I understand. But at least it's a good game. At least it's a good game, right?
At least it's
Not-
a good game. Yeah, thank goodness.
110%.
Thank goodness the game.
Unlike
get it.
unlike the sports one, which I'm like, okay, seems like it's always usually the same. At least Midnight Sun is
Mhm.
different. So that's the
Way
silver
different, way
lining there.
different.
That's a silver lining there.
Mm-hmm.
For my case, nothing much. I'm still playing Dying Light, still enjoying it. But then this this morning, I actually played a very disappointing game. It's called Battlefield 4. It's an old game.
Wow.
Battlefield
Is
4.
it on Game Pass?
Game
Yeah.
Pass it is. Yeah.
I'll be honest, that Call of Duty, Battlefield, all these kind of games are always a guilty pleasure. I know people shit on these games, but it's a guilty pleasure. And even more is I play actually it's totally different reason. I play for a single player. I actually
That's
like
fine.
to
That's
play the
fine.
single player. That
Yeah,
game,
same.
Battlefield 4, my god, is it buggy. It's a buggy
It's still
mess.
buggy.
It's I'm not joking. It's actually buggy. I'll just put it this way, alright. There's the first mission at the end. I actually before the end the screen fades away. You know, like the game ends, the chapter ends. I can see my character actually sinks into the abyss to the ground. I can actually see that. It's noticeable. Okay, that's fine. And then I think it was for the chapter 2 or 3 where there's a section where I'm actually swimming. I thought it was the strength of the current that I'm not able to swim forward. But then I realized that it's bugged. So what I got to do is imagine this. I have to press ESC, go back in so that it pause, and I have to unpause again, then I can swim. I swim
Uh-huh.
forward for 5 seconds, then it cannot go already. It stops me from going forward. Then I pause and unpause again, then it let me swim forward. I do that for 10 times.
What the F? Why?
There's a section where you actually in the so-called like a sinking ship lah. Let's just put it this way. And there's a section where you have to
Okay.
you have to go into the water. That part I'm like, wait, so is there current inside that pushes me or something? Then I can't go for. I try to use the controller to play, it doesn't work. Then I realized that I pause and unpause the game actually helps. This game is by a AAA studio, right? Is it foreshadowing what happens to what's gonna happen to the Battlefield franchise? That's terrible.
Battlefield 1, Battlefield
But
5.
actually, I heard Battlefield 1 is okay. I kind of
Yeah, I
wonder.
remember.
That's
Yeah.
after 4.
I remember this game was released back in 2013, and people are like comparing it with Call of Duty Ghosts. It's no surprise that Call of Duty Ghosts is so much famous. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was released in the same year, isn't it? And then I was in a group of people who love like crazy, like how I was crazy with Marvel Midnight Sun for Call of Duty, which is why like Microsoft is getting Call of Duty is a big hoo-ha in the market.
Yeah.
So are you here saying that Call of Duty is so much better than Battlefield?
I have to say, at least in the single player wise, right? At least the story is better and there's no bug. I don't think I get any bug from Call of Duty games. No, zero. I don't get any bugs from these Call of Duty games at all. When I play a Call of Duty game, I know that I'm gonna play from start to finish without bugs, without dying without frustrating because of bugs. Maybe I would suck lah, perhaps, but that's my
Wow.
problem. But the bugs in Battlefield 4 is stupid lah. It's no good. I want to play finish lah. I still want to play finish. I want to at least see how the story ends now. But my god, that's bad. That was really really bad. But I want to play Battlefield 1. I'm always interested on older
You can.
World War stories. So that's the reason why I go into Call of Duty, the one before Call of Duty 4, the Modern Warfare ones. 1, 2, 3, yeah, those World at War. I love those. But then these days the modern ones, it gets very repetitive. It's very samey. We'll see how it goes. I kind of wish that they would go back to the old ones. Yeah, so that's pretty much my game for the past week. Nothing much, just 2 games. No time to play. It's gonna be like that until maybe Chinese New Year finish, perhaps.
Are you planning to teach the game, or you're gonna
No,
jump to?
I'm planning on finishing it.
Oh,
And
wow.
then maybe I
Go
want to
for it.
go for Battlefield 5. I think 5 got single player also, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna
2042
play.
doesn't have.
I play a little bit of
2042
Battle.
is the only one.
Yeah. That one definitely no. I want to play a. I played a little bit of Battlefield 1. Just a few missions, and I recall it being pretty good. Being pretty good. So I will go back late. Once I'm done with Battlefield 4, 5 lah. But interesting, lah. It's interesting lah. Last time.
That's
Sorry.
no. So I just wanted to say it's a bit inspiring, and I'm staring at my tactic ogre game right now next to me. So yeah.
I would want. Oh, talk about Tactic Ogre. I want to
Believe.
play. I want to play Triangle Strategy this year.
You
This year.
should.
I want.
Please.
I want. I must.
It might come out on Game Pass.
Is it
Like
really?
Octopath
No,
Traveler.
I kind of.
Octopath Traveler came out.
I kind of want that game on the Switch. I kind of want it.
That's true. That's fine. Understandable.
I'm playing Dying Light in my bedroom with
Using Switch.
Yeah, I love it
Oh.
so much, so much. It's like
Wow.
different experience. It's a different experience. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. I want to get Dying Light for Switch also.
yeah. I think you can get
Wow.
some
The
cheap
latest
ones. You can get some
release.
cheap ones. I like the box. The box have what's
Yeah,
it
the
called?
box is nice.
The map or something. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the box is nice.
Yeah, I just enjoyed it, that world. I hopefully got this more kind of open world. Doesn't have to be super graphically intense, but maybe more open world ish zombie games for the Switch, maybe in next gen or something like that. But we are take too long. We have to move on to our oh shit. We have to move
Let's
on to our
go.
first topic of the day, which is we go back to Switch news. There's a rumor that supposedly there's supposed to be a mid-gen upgrade. Usually there is. Like you think about
Usually.
we have the 3DS, right? We have the 3DS XL. No, not XL.
XL.
That we I cannot consider XL. XL is just a bigger screen. I will consider the new 3DS XL as the mid-gen. Let's just put it that way. So it's supposed to be like that. But then according to some insiders, they say that they have already decided not to do that. They decided to move on immediately. So the next time you can hear about the Switch, an upgrade, it's not a mid-gen, it's a more meaningful upgrade, which means that
Mhm.
so-called Switch 2, it won't be a Switch Pro, it won't be a new Nintendo Switch.
Or Switch U.
Switch U. Please don't do that. But basically it'll be a Switch 2 lah. Or Switch together girl. Switch together girl. I don't know.
Oh my god, dude.
24.
But
Make it 4.
that's so cringe,
Switch
man.
forever.
Switch. What's 3 then? What's 3? What's 3?
Instead
What?
of Switch forever, instead of 2 Joy-Cons, they give you 4 Joy-Cons in one console. Oh my god.
And
I understand.
I don't understand how that works.
No, I do fully understand why Nintendo refused to come to
Yeah.
Malaysia right now because of that. Thanks, Adri.
Bad idea,
Think of our
Adri. Thank you
podcast.
so
And
much.
they were like market research and saw our podcast, and I made this comment, and they're like, cancel it, cancel the thing.
We're not getting anything valuable out of these people. Okay. All right. So I basically want to ask you guys. I mean, like, do you agree with this? As in, like, do you actually want a mid-gen at this time? Let's talk about now. Do you actually
Okay.
expect a mid-gen Switch now, or would you rather let's wait for, let's just say, 2 or 3 more years, 4 at best, for a next gen, really next gen, as in, like, really next gen upgrade of the Switch? Which one would you rather? Adri, perhaps.
I would stay with what I have right now because it's a technological marvel, this thing, actually, to be honest. I mean, to get a stronger version would be undermining the current one in a way where you have games like Doom Eternal or Dying Light or all these very good-looking AAA games porting to Switch, running on Switch. It's amazing it can run on V1 Switch to be in the first place. So I'm okay to have it whatever I have right now because I know it seems like developers are able to port it or even convert it properly for this Switch already. I'm just afraid it might be a new 3DS thing issue again, like how Xenoblade Chronicles was a new 3DS thing, right? So I don't want that issue to happen again. Like I don't want to buy a new 3DS just to play Xenoblade Chronicles 3D at that time, right? So I don't want to get the latest Monster Hunter just because it's for the new Switch or the Switch U or whatever they're gonna do it or the latest. It's just basically changing. It's basically a next gen conversion already at that point. So I'm okay with them canceling that one and take their time to finish the current Switch. Hopefully, probably down to 2 or 3 years. I'm okay. What you mentioned, maybe 4 years. I'm okay even. So I'm okay with the current Switch, the Switch Lite or whatever. And I'm always amazed to see all these cool games that's running, the remasters all coming to Switch, like Crisis Core. Crisis Core runs really good on Switch. If you haven't got it yet, Harry. So and it's even better on PS now, of course, but it's even more amazing, even better looking on Switch because you're like holding it like a PSP and all that. It runs like you couldn't imagine it's running in your palm of your hand.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's the same color.
This is my sister's, so she's in Korea, so I'm just using it like one of those interchange thing. Like, oh, I leave my red Switch on the TV while I play this while I'm lying down. So yeah, hey, Coral Ping.
I
What the
tell you
heck?
what, I got it for cheap,
I love
very
the
cheap. I got it for very cheap, so I take my chance. I take the
If
chance.
you,
Okay.
Harry, if you wanted to play Triangle Strategy, I spent a good 90 hours Triangle Strategy just exclusively on Nintendo Switch Lite because the battery life is superb. So yeah, having a big hand like myself, so you will enjoy that.
Yeah,
So yep.
I can't wait. Maybe in a few months, buy and then play on a plane. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
boy.
gonna jump into.
Eesh.
I'm gonna follow up with Adri first. So I let you do last. I agree with everything Adri said, but then right, I realized that I shoot myself in the foot because my introduction to the 3DS is through the new 3DS XL. And again shooting myself in the foot. If I don't get my 3DS XL, I would not be introduced to Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, that's your first
Yeah,
intro to it.
that's my first
Oh,
intro to Xenoblade Chronicles, and I love it. So
okay.
imagine, right? You imagine like people complain, say that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or 3 graphic no good or whatever. I said, just shut up. I played Xenoblade Chronicles 3D on the freaking new 3DS XL. The graphic is terrible, but then I love it. So you have no grounds to tell me that the game is actually look terrible. Because for me it looks amazing. Yeah, so yeah, so I basically shoot myself in the foot. But I definitely agree. The only thing I maybe might want to mid-gen switch is because mainly it's because maybe perhaps it's the industry pressure perhaps.
Maybe,
If you think
yes.
about it, right,
Yes,
the graphic is just getting more and more crazy. Let's just put it this way.
that's true. That's true.
And we have to accept the fact that the Switch is going to be left behind quite fast, very, very, very fast. If you realize there are a lot of games these days, let's put it this way, like a lot of Western games, right? When they are being announced, you won't see the Switch name in it. Pretty much a given. You don't even need to
Right.
think about it.
Right,
Like
right.
my expectation is
Right.
zero when it comes to Western developers. Japanese, yes, because a lot of times Japanese developers they are more maybe slow. They are more safe. Right, they're more safe. They would rather to build something that on the platform that has more user base. In that case, on Japan is
Yeah.
Switch. In overall, Switch is at least for this current market has the most user base, player base. So it's just the industry pressure lah. There'll be more and even more and more Western studio that won't make games for the Switch, and I think as a Switch user you will feel very left out. Yeah, that's why I say it's an industry pressure. Eventually, your brand name won't be that appealing for gamers already. But of course, the blue ocean effect for the Switch is still running strong lah. So they can still count on the casual, not so informed families target audience to buy the Switch. Yeah, so yeah, so I just feel like in with that sense a mid-gen Switch would work, but if you think about it, it's just like putting a bandage in a wound that keep bleeding,
That's true.
right? Because if you put a mid-gen Switch, it's still not gonna be it still won't really look that better that
That's
good
true.
for
Yeah.
compared to
True.
PS5. You can maybe match up to PS4 Pro, maybe somewhere there.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's still not gonna be PS5, so it's just a bandage solution. So I would rather personally just wait for a really meaningful next gen upgrade, because I'm still enjoying. The Switch has content, and content is the most important thing for a gaming console. I'm not really that of a graphical guy horde, or I mean, I don't really care much. So I'm fine with whatever I have right now. If it doesn't run as stable, if it doesn't run 60, fine. If it, so long as it's stable, 30, I'm fine with it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much my
To add on,
standpoint.
to add on what you said, Harry, the technological that makes sense because I've been following the fighting game community stuff, right? And a lot of these fighting games has been announced to have like rollback netcode, like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball, and all that, and they're all coming for PS and PC, but not the Switch version.
Yep.
And people and they all keep saying, "Oh, it's because the Switch doesn't have this infrastructure. Nintendo doesn't have the infrastructure for the Switch or whatever." So if they were to able to put rollback netcode for with the new tech on Nintendo Switch, that would be like the ultimate fighting game machine. To be honest, everyone can just bring it anywhere and fight your friend anywhere they want, and making like carrying consoles and stuff so much easier for tournament organizers like that. So yeah, if they were to give that new Switch a lot of improvement, like better network infrastructure, dedicated LAN connection, like they did with OLED and whatnot, I think yes, it will be a worthy upgrade compared to what we have right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
a mid season upgrade is just like Kamen Rider. Mid season upgrade, you they will only use it for like 5 or 10 episodes till they get the final form, and then they just use it till the end of the season. So it's gonna be like that. So yeah, I rather wait for like almost the final few episodes of this Nintendo Switch arc to get the final form than to just get the mid upgrade and see it get blown up after 5 episodes.
Good
Yeah,
point.
speaking
Actually,
from
pretty good point. Especially the fighting game. That one is a very good point. Very good point.
Yeah.
What about you, Zerk? What do you think? Do you support a mid-gen upgrade? Do you want a mid-gen upgrade right now, or you rather wait longer for a next-gen Switch?
I wouldn't say like how Adri mentioned like Majin Buu and Dead Cell Evolution, but
That's one way. That's a explanation that he can come up with. I'm like, okay, I'll just roll with the punches.
yeah, the way you say it reminds me of Majin Buu. But anyway, have you guys read fully the articles on how Nintendo Switch rumors has been going around for years and years? I keep on seeing and hearing from podcasts all over my podcast apps
The
and my
rumor
phone.
of the rumor of a Pro has been started ever since the Switch
Yeah,
is announced.
ever since.
Yeah, I believe playing with my friends, we were playing together Mario Kart, and then I think it was 2019, 18, whatever, they were talking about all these NX rumors and how it is supposed to be a next gen, and years after
Yeah,
years.
NX.
Then
Holy
COVID
crap.
comes, and prior to COVID, they were talking about there's supposed to be a cartridge that's gonna accommodate 64 gig of cartridge, but it's gonna be expensive. Then COVID comes, and it never comes into, on sale market anymore. And then to be truthful, when they release OLED, I seriously thought it was the latest Switch, which is why I was like looking at the spec. Or I said, "Oh, it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be like our 3DS XL." But I purchased it anyway, and then it is not. So if you were to ask me, with all the rumors ongoing, and has it been 6 years in the market? And Switch has been very
2017.
famous.
2017. Yep.
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was just last month in One Utama Gamer Hideout. I remember before Christmas, I went there almost every day. Nintendo OLED Pokemon version was all over the shop.
Oh, that was beautiful. That
Mhm,
one was
mhm.
beautiful.
Yeah,
That is a beautiful unit.
the thing is, I was contemplating whether I should buy because I have too many 3DS at home. I got FOMO of buying, but the next day, it sold out everywhere. For me, the market for Switch is still there. I think one of the reasons why they are not, the rumors is still there. I still believe, this is just me thinking, the OLED was actually the next gen Switch, in which they're supposed to do it, but then because of COVID and whatsoever, they decided to just do a mild upgrade. And then I seriously think, if you want to consider how they are going with it, maybe we're gonna get next year, next gen. But having said, I still play my 3DS right now. I don't mind having my Switch around, but knowing Nintendo, I still believe that they will put backward compatible hybrid console with more powerful system in the next gen. Because we already know that they have partnership with Nvidia and also ARM chip, right? So it's just about time. Probably by I've been saying this since last week. Metroid, probably they're gonna announce it by the end of this year.
Metroid Prime, let's go.
Yeah, together they're gonna say rumors about the whole basic idea of next Switch 64, Switch 24, or the new Switch Neo or whatever is gonna be there 2034, 2035. But yeah, I still believe they may want to keep the Switch branding still. Like how DS become 3DS, Wii become Wii U, like what you mentioned. So I'm good with what I have because hello Steam Deck, and also yeah. And please, I hope there's no more Joy-Con problem.
Oh my god. Yeah, they should improve that.
I mean, why?
Come on.
Right?
But these days, the Joy-Con has no issue already, right? Like the one that I bought, I have the Animal Crossing, the Animal Crossing one V2, for I think a year already. Is it a year? Yeah, more than a year.
2 years.
My Joy-Con has no issue since then.
But
the before one,
the
yes.
V2 ones are pretty okay. The V2 ones are okay. The V1 ones are
my one actually drift quite after maybe a few months, a year, half a year.
I don't use a lot of Joy-Con. I use my Switch Pro controller, the best controller ever in the market.
Oh yeah, it is.
Ever, full stop, exclamation point. Yeah, I never had any Joy-Con drift problem ever. This is me bragging.
May I suggest this one? This is good.
Oh,
you can get the ultimate version one. You get the ultimate version one too.
Oh, let's go.
Oh yes. Why? Oh shit! Look at that. This is good.
Why are you saving the same thing?
We're just showing that we're poor because we can't.
We're poor, Zerk. We're poor.
We can't buy.
I purchased the Switch Pro controller back in 2017 in Japan. It was very cheap. It was 210 ringgit, I think.
Is it?
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
our money.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
so
good.
I purchased two. I give it one to my friend because he wanted to buy it. But yeah, until today, still intact, no drift whatsoever. So that's why I said it's the best controller
Yeah,
ever.
the Pro controller is good, no doubt. No question asked. No question asked. Okay, let me just move. Before we move on to the next topic, let's just give a one time answer, quick answer. What do you? I think Zerg mentioned already a few things. What actually do you want for the next Switch? For me, I just want it to be more powerful. That's it. Just more powerful. Everything remain just more powerful, so that you can support things like what Adri said, the rollback netcode, all those kind of stuff, right? I feel like if you have like more power, I think that's pretty much it, right? That's my answer.
Yeah.
What about you, Adri? What do you want for next week? Is it the same thing or anything else?
Same thing I mentioned, and please more color choices.
What else do you
The
want?
Just
hard,
the
the
aesthetic.
hard, the hardware or the theme colors.
Yeah, what do you want color? What colors do you want?
No, not just the Joy Cons, the body. Because
Oh,
the
okay.
only one they
Not,
had,
not,
the one they had different is the
not pink, not
Mario
pink,
one.
not pink.
Yeah, they should make a nice, like do it like the Switch Lite. The Switch Lite has different bodies, right? Just
Oh
because
shit.
it's one unit, sure. But
Speaking
yeah,
about that, have you seen the room? I haven't been inside. I just remember there was a
Zelda.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom one.
Yes.
Yeah, that one looks good.
oh yes, I saw some pictures about it.
That one has a different body case, right? Oh, that was looks
And
good. I think that one has a different
it's a
body case.
different color, is it? It's
I
not
think
just a
so. I
simple
think so.
decal
I
on a black
think so. I
body,
think
right?
so. Yeah, that one
So
looks
yeah,
good.
I hope they change a lot of color with on the body itself instead of just black and then some decals on it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I still think the 3DS Zelda Edition XL is so much better. You know the gold color version and the black color version, and also the Hyrule Edition. So aesthetically, it's so much better compared to the one that we're having right now. Like you said, the dock itself, it's not really colorful, but considering how they're selling Nintendo in Japan, you know, when we were in Japan, you can actually buy just the screen without the controller, the Joy-Con. You
Oh
guys
yeah.
know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
yeah, you can just purchase it separately, which I think is a good choice, considering if people wanted to get a different color console, a different color dock or whatsoever.
Yeah. They should
So yeah,
definitely do more on that
I
one.
yeah, I also want to add something. Nintendo has always been the least advanced console, and no one care about it because they have Zelda and Pokemon.
Yeah.
However, please, your OS is so laggy since forever.
Yes,
Can you?
yes,
Can you?
yes.
Do you want to be like Nokia, or my Nokia is faster than you? So come on, you know. But I have too many switches and too many 3DS. We deserve a better OS, hopefully.
That's true.
You mean
Yes,
it
I
lags,
agree.
especially during when you're opening the eShop, right?
Right. And also the Nintendo Online, oh my god, you try to press your D-pad, you will only go there 6 years later. It's so slow.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was a connection, but then it's not. So
Oh yeah. Talk about that. Better online connectivity. Let's just put it this way. Faster online connectivity, because I think even if you have the best internet speed out there, there's a cap on how much you can download on your 3DS. Sorry, on your Switch. So maybe make it better lah. That's why I said I think it's a raw power thing. I think it's just a hardware thing, a processor thing or something like that. So I think that should solve it. I'll just end this one. I agree with Zer as well on the color. Is it Zer or Audrey on the colors? I remember I was
Yeah,
actually
me.
very, very, very jealous of the new 3DS, not the XL, the new 3DS, when you can actually change the faceplates of the cover. And there's just some really, really cool design of the new 2DS. Some really nice,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
nice
yeah.
colors, and to the point where
Yes,
I
yes.
actually want to buy one for collection, and it's so expensive. So I'm just gonna wait. So yeah, that's pretty much our thoughts on the the Switch and the new Switch. Let's move on to the next topic. I think it's pretty close as well. We're still talking about Nintendo. This is gonna be a short one, I suppose. The Nintendo Switch has officially surpassed the Game Boy. And it's now the third
Mm.
largest selling console in history. Second being the DS, and the top is the PS2, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, the
So
PS2 is the top one.
yeah, so it's crazy considering that the Switch is fairly new, 6 years old, compared to a Game Boy, compared to a DS, compared to a PS2. If you ask me
Mm-hmm.
whether is it going to surpass, I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. But I think it's just interesting. I just find it really interesting to think to talk about, like, that how successful it is. Like the Wii is their one of my most successful console, but now the Nintendo Switch is much more got much more basically more units sold. What do you guys think? Do you think it's well deserved? Or like, what do you think? Why do you think that it sold so much as what it did today? What do you think is the main factor?
The hybrid combination of both handheld and console, I think, was the right move to not divide their console into two different categories anymore. I think that's a smart move on Nintendo to not do a 3DS or Wii U thing anymore and immediately just combine them both, and they conquered like both things, which I think saves costs also on their side. They don't have to worry about making a 3DS version or a handheld version of the game or whatever. Same goes for developers. I think developers like that as well. So yeah, they just eliminate that, and they just and the portability, the how easy it is to switch between handheld and dock is pretty seamless. It just functions as marketed, and that attracted a lot of people, even non-gamers, to get it. Because it's how easy it is to switch it up, pun intended. So yeah, it's just an overall a good console as marketed, and it has all these catalog of cool games, not just Zelda or Mario, Pokemon. They have, yeah, like I said, the third party good ports, Witcher 3, Doom Eternal, albeit the graphic a bit kurang a bit, but if you can pass through that, you're gonna have a really good experience, like everyone else who was playing on PS or PC and all that. So yeah, with that, it's like the overall experience with Switch deserve this amount of success in sales. So if they were to introduce a new gen at this early, or even a mid upgrade, they might consider it as, might be a different console. I don't know. This is what I'm saying already. Might be a different sales figure at this point. They won't consider like a V2 or a Switch Lite as they might consider Switch V2 or Switch Lite figures into a separate thing anymore, since the specs might be different. But I don't know. I'm just saying it. So maybe that's why they delayed it a bit more for this current Switch to like gain more units sold before they release like a new one. Then they start again the figure and see how that end up being. So yeah.
All right, Zer, what do you think?
I overheard a lot of conversation because I always go to game store like Gamer Sign or whatever, and when I see a lot of this casual gamer deciding to buy a console, they're always gonna compare with the price and of course availability. Look at PS and Xbox. It has been here for 2 years. All the scalper
Yes.
market price. People wanted to buy a PS5 for the price of 4,500 1 year after it got
4,005.
released. Thanks. Yeah, and I said I should have said
Crazy.
yes to it. What the fuck am I doing? And then it's until now only it catches up because of thanks to COVID. But seriously, if you take a look at Switch, a lot of casual gamer, they are not looking. This is me in my community, my friends. Take a look at COVID, for example. Can you just tell how many people buy Switch just to play Animal Crossing? That's me. I never played Animal Crossing before. We keep on selling turnip. We hang out in our Starbucks that we made together. We wish upon the star. I don't know what are we doing, but that was just me escaping from the real world. Suddenly want to hang out. Although porting going to another island takes forever. That's number one. And Zelda. Oh my God, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't say it's the game of the year thingy until today. Seeing how the price has not dropped ever since it got released, everyone was so hyped about it. And like I said, this casual gamer, they don't go into a serious gameplay. Plus the portability, plus all the new IP like obviously Mario. Who doesn't know Mario, right? Compared to you want to compare God of War and Mario. Obviously, those who never play games or casual gamer will know nothing about Aloy, Horizon, or freaking Elden Ring. So, as a person who worked in Gamers Hideout or Impulse, they will be inclined towards selling more and more, selling, oh, this is a good one. Your kids can play. You guys can play together. And I personally had a great time playing tennis during my friend's wedding. 8 of us together. So those family, pure family friendly games are, I think, the most attraction that Nintendo actually brings to the market. For example, another one is, what is the Ring Fit thingy? Yeah, Ring Fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember the price is 500 ringgit. I don't know why people are so hyped about it. So basically, it's just people trying to get. Yeah, everything because of COVID, and which is why I believe Switch Pro was supposed to be released during the COVID itself, but because of the cheap price, blah blah blah. So it's like this. So it's not a surprising thing that Switch sells a lot, considering there's no competition. I would say, because we are comparing like what PS4 and Switch, and PS4, what you're gonna tell the consumer who comes to your store? Oh, you can play Tekken here, for instance. So yeah.
I mean, when a family will go to a shop and want to buy something for their kids, right? They say, as they look at the PS4, right? Look at the games, right? When they see games like The Last of Us, when they see games like
Yeah.
a bit more.
Dying Light. Lol.
I mean, generally, just have a look at all the games that's available. Usually, it's quite gritty and dark, stuff like that, right?
It's not family oriented, friendly like what I say. Even when I love to go to One Utama because they always treat me as a promoter as well. So whenever I stay there for minimum 2 hours, whenever people ask about Xbox, I will just chime in and give my input, and I will help them to sell the things as well. So yeah, all points considering, plus of course the indie game, so it sells well.
Yes.
I definitely agree. I'll just chime in that I think definitely agree on the price and the form factor. I think from Adri also is a pretty appealing thing. Like let me just put it this way. I think last few months ago, I was at the airport and I saw a family of kids. I mean, they're whites lah, they're Westerners lah, but then they have like, I think 3 or 4 kids. Maybe not their kids, but maybe it's come together, friends together lah, different families together. I saw all of them actually have a Switch. Specifically Switch Lite.
Whoa.
That's
different colors. That's
pretty good.
And I know exactly what they play because they're playing Minecraft.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just the form factor. It's just so appealing.
Makes sense.
Even though the Minecraft right on Switch is, I have it. I know it doesn't play as well as other consoles. The PS4 or Xbox, whatever it is. It's just the form factor. It's the fact that you can actually bring it on your trip. It's so appealing. It's so appealing.
That's true.
Yeah. So that is when I see that, I'm like, that's the perfect reason why the Switch it is what it is today. It's just so much
Mhm.
appeal. Okay, but of course, we have the Steam Deck definitely. But it's just that Steam Deck is still, maybe I would just say that it's still lack a bit in terms of distribution. Distribution, and
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it doesn't appeal that much as wide as the Switch, maybe because it's a very big, device, and mostly appeal to bigger, more adult players lah, who are more invested on the PC ecosystem. Whereas sometimes some people, some family, they just want to go to buy a console, and then they want to buy games along, physical games along there,
Mhm.
and just go back and just bring it so they can put inside and play. That's just that simple as that.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of
True,
times
true.
I
Exactly.
feel like sometimes people, maybe the analysts, or they're too into gaming scene, right? They are so inside their bubble that they forgot to see like some guys are outside there just don't know much about
Exactly.
video games.
Yeah.
They just say,
Exactly.
I decided
True, true.
I'm gonna buy a video game console. All right, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm not aware of it, whatever it is. But I know a Nintendo. I know Sony, right? Stuff like that. I'm going to inside. I won't know like the games, how we look, how we play. I only know that what's the price? Will it appeal to my kids?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can does the game look like most of my family can play? And then that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. And
Yeah.
if you
Right.
think about all these checklists, right, it's kind of tick towards the Nintendo side. Not to say that the PS
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation don't have, not to say Xbox don't have. Maybe lesser. That's what I think. And plus the colors,
Yeah.
there's just so much. The Lite is the cheapest console. If you can actually buy. Okay, if it's new, I believe it's 800, 900. I think. If you buy
7.
used, yeah, even 7. If you buy used, 500, 600. That's really really cheap. Yeah. So
That's not bad. That's actually pretty good.
that's why I feel like that's the reason why the Switch sells so much better. Let's move on to our last topic. This is more a filler, I think, but it's still a pretty cool topic to talk about. What is your video game goals for 2023?
Oh.
Because technically
Okay.
speaking, this is our first podcast for the year, even though the last one was posted out on the first. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, basically, why? Because that's goals. It's like, personally for you, it doesn't matter. You have a specific game you want to play this year. You have certain kind of, you want to change your gaming habit for this year, or stuff like that. Anything. What kind of things you wanted to do this year in terms of video games? So I know it's a bit broad, but do you have anything first, Adri?
Thank you for asking. Actually been thinking about this. Thinking of platinum more games this year. All the backlog
Whoa.
now. All the backlog games like Valkyrie Elysium, Star Ocean, um, whatever games I have. SD Gundam, the one that I've streamed. Yeah, I want to try platinum them. Uh, before I proceed with more games. So I probably want to spend less on games on launch. Only spend on games that I really want to play. So for this month, like Forspoken. Next month, I don't know what already. I'm trying not to look ahead. At this point, June, I already have FF16.
I
At
can
end of the
remind
year,
you.
and then uh, at the end, then December is FF7 Rebirth. So technically, my first quarter is already covered with Forspoken and Square game. In the middle, another Square game, and in the last is Square game. So these three games already stuck in my mind already because yeah. But other in between is, let's see, if there are games coming for Game Pass, I'll save. I'll save up and play that. Warlord is coming in March, and I'm getting it on Game Pass. not on PS, unfortunately. So thank
I'm playing that
goodness.
too. Playing that too. I'm playing that too.
What's going on? Yeah, let's co-op, dude. It'll be
Oh
fun.
yeah, we can co-op,
And
right? Shit. Okay, I forgot
we
about
can
that.
co-op, dude.
Okay.
We can co-op, and it's gonna be close to free in playing it. So thank goodness for Game Pass. Play more a lot of Game Pass games this year just to save money so I can save up on, let's say, oh yeah, another goal, get a collector edition for some of the famous games that I want. FF16, I'm aiming for FF16. That statue looks pretty good, the Phoenix versus Ifrit statue. I just don't know where to put it, but I gotta have like one. I haven't bought any collector edition for any game at all. Never in my whole life. The closest thing is just a steel case and something else. But other than that, yeah, I think this year would be a great year to get a collector's edition. I want to get the one from FF16. Unless Seven Rebirth is better, which I hope they don't announce it anytime soon. I'll just get the normal copy at this point, unless they announce like season pass, which I hope they don't, which doesn't make sense. They're gonna make it a trilogy anyway. So yeah, FF16 collector's edition. That's what I get. Getting a collector's edition, platinum, and play a lot of games on Game Pass.
That play a lot of games on Game Pass, right? It's actually a very economical
Yeah.
goal.
Yes, exactly.
That's a very good goal. I agree. I 100% support. Sir, what about you?
Sorry, I got disoriented. Don't worry, I can always remind and get people to FOMO into buying games. Same like Adri, I don't have a specific reason what to play because we have been bombarded by a lot of games after COVID.
Yes,
Again, everything is
yes.
COVID oriented, right? So they are throwing us with a lot of games in July, October, November, December, and then I just want to indulge into the games that I'm playing, which is why Midnight Sun is still here. I may want to reduce the amount of physical games because I have no place to keep all the games anymore.
Okay. More digital.
No, I disagree. I still value physical, like play, sell, but indulging in games will give you more, like how, for instance, I always want people to play Chain Echoes.
Yeah.
I appreciate Glenn and how the story goes. And then how back in the days when we don't have that much game and we appreciate games more because we always want to play more and more of that games. So I don't do plat, not voluntarily.
That's fine.
So
That's
I
fine.
also wanted to I am closing to plat in my Marvel Midnight Sun. I don't think I want to do it anyway. I think maybe spending more time in multiplayer games as well, especially Diablo, for instance. Diablo gonna give me thousands of hours like last time, I believe, and then probably jump into mobile games again.
Wow.
I don't know. I hope. Nope. Mobile games like League of Legends.
Oh, mobile games. Okay.
Yeah, I used to be a platinum
Unite.
League of Legends last time, but yeah, Pokemon Unite is play to win. Not gonna play that.
So you mean
I think
boba game? You mean boba, is it?
MOBA, M-O-B.
Okay, I was
It's not
about to
mobile.
throw the pitchfork. So okay, cool. I'm gonna keep it back.
That's about it, I guess. So yeah, all the big games. But Final Fantasy 16 Collector Edition is a bit pricey, isn't it? 1006. And me being here on the other part of the world being Borneo, it's a bit difficult for us to get a game in time and also having all the Collector Edition. So yeah, I try to get if I can. I have been looking for Elden Ring since forever for the past 1 week. I cannot get it. Yeah, I sold it off last time. So yeah,
you want it back.
I want to replay it again. Yep.
What the hell?
You should have sold it off.
What's wrong with me?
Because
because I was busy during that time, occupied with work, so sold it off. So yeah, I want it again. I hope. All right, I think that's that for me.
Okay. All right, for my case, I think I can be more specific, perhaps. Games want to play, definitely. I said myself, I definitely want to play the new Zelda. I I mentioned just now I want to play Triangle Strategy.
Yeah.
I kind of set a new one recently. I want to play the. Not sure the kind my laptop can handle. I want to play the RE4 remake.
Oh.
Kind of want to play that because I love
You
RE4.
should.
And they make it more horror focused, I think, this time. So it's kind of in a way, kind of like Village. I think there's some goofy moments, there's some
Oh,
horror
okay.
moments. Because I like Village, so I want to play the remake ones. That's more on the game specific. I want to. I'm going to follow the tradition of last 2020. I'm gonna buy less games again. Uh, I'm gonna steal from Adri. I'm gonna be more economical on my budget. I'm gonna play more. I'm gonna play more
Yes.
Game Pass games. Just because the simple
Yes.
fact that next year there's some pretty good games lah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to what's it called?
Midnight Sun?
Redfall?
Redfall.
Midnight
Yes.
Sun later,
Redfall.
2025.
Hopefully it comes out. Hopefully it comes out on Game Pass.
Yeah,
Midnight Sun.
Redfall. There's some pretty good games coming out as well, but Redfall is definitely one. Oh, sorry. Just going back the games to play. Alan Wake 2, please, please, please. It has to be in. I forgot already. Alan Wake 2
It
must
has to be in Game
It
Pass.
has to be in. It
It's
has to be
definitely
in.
gonna be.
It will. It will. Yep.
Hopefully,
It
hopefully.
has to be.
Yeah. So yeah,
Are
that's
you not?
Sorry.
Are you not rooting for Fire Emblem as well, which is next week?
Oh yeah,
I
it's
still
coming out next
have.
week.
I'll be honest. I still haven't finished Three Houses.
Right. Right.
That game. I don't know.
Okay, you need to give an impression because I never played Fire Emblem before. So once you say this, it's gonna be make it or break it for me. So
Yeah, the game's
Fire-
fantastic. I'm just gonna keep it that way.
Oh my
the
God.
the gameplay
Really?
moments is fantastic. The gameplay moments, the battle moments is fantastic. It's just that
Engage
the-
could be different though.
I'll just put it this way. Engage will be more my game. Tree Houses may not be kind of my game just because of the teaching segments, the exploration of the
Okay.
school segments, which is funny because I actually love Harry Potter. That part is
Oh.
actually it should be appealing to me, but I don't know why I dread it every single time. Once I actually wanted to go battle to battle to battle, but Three Houses is not that kind.
Oh,
It hasn't
so are you
clicked-
saying
Sorry.
it's like friendship sim thingy? Like
Yeah, it's kind of like
like,
Midnight Sun lah. It's kind of like Midnight Sun lah. Midnight Sun got like
Yeah,
in
Midnight
between,
Sun.
there's some cool cold.
Midnight
Is it
Sun,
called-
yay!
Yeah, that's why it reminds me of Midnight Sun because there's sort of like a non-combat.
yeah,
Period,
lepak
and then there's
and
con-
hanging out and yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like Three Houses has more of that because there's kind of like there's a battle mission once every month. Of the teaching, so but I'll be honest, you would enjoy it. Like, it's just that maybe Engage would be my kind of game, but there's still a lot of Fire Emblem games I haven't played. I kind of think that maybe Fire Emblem Three Houses. What's the Musou one? Fire Emblem Warriors.
Three Hopes.
Three Hopes. Yeah,
Three
it will-
Hopes.
It will be more my game just because I
Oh, yeah.
I like the more actiony part of Fire Emblem. Because I came from Awakening. Awakening is battle. Suddenly there's like
Wow.
teaching battle is kind of weird. But the gameplay part is very nice lah for Three Houses. The music slaps, man. The music slaps so much.
Warriors is
No,
pretty
no,
good.
Three
The
Houses
music?
music,
Oh.
right? Three Houses music, right? Slaps so
Okay.
good. Yeah, no, just burst it, just increase the volume. So yeah, that's pretty much mine. Less games this year, just because things are getting more expensive. Midnight Sun costs what? 200, 300? 300 plus for second. Like, Adri even get the
Yeah.
legendary edition, right? So I'm gonna assume that it's pay 400, 500 lah.
Yeah, it
If
is
I-
400.
I got people from the inside to help at least give me a free key, and she gave me the legendary edition key. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, thank you so much. So I barely pay anything.
Yeah, it is price tag of 439. Can you imagine Diablo is 400 as well, 499?
Oh my god!
Oh my
Why is it so
god.
expensive?
Yeah.
Why is it getting so expensive?
It is normal now. They will give
Wait, is that
an
a standard
excuse.
edition? Is that a standard edition or what? What is that? What edition is
it,
that?
It is not. That's not the standard edition.
Okay lah. I mean, as long as it's so expensive, man. So expensive to play games these days. Gaming has become
exactly
more of a luxury. So buy Game Pass, guys. Please buy Game Pass.
Yeah, get Game Pass.
Please do. Please do that. All right, I think that's all the time we have for today. Once again, thank you so much. I want to thank Adri and Zerg for being here. It's been really fun. So sorry that we don't have too much of too interesting, too explosive topics, but I think hopefully the kind of interactions, the answers that we give are entertaining enough. So yeah, once again, thank you so much, Adri. Thank you so much, Zerg, for being here.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Hopefully,
thanks for having me.
Hopefully, something more explosive coming up the next round.
Within this week.
Who knows? Maybe
Don't
something might
jinx
happen.
it, dude. Don't jinx.
Okay, nothing's gonna happen. I think nothing's gonna happen.
Yes, nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's gonna happen. So if you like what we do, please just consider support us on our YouTube channel. The audio version is gonna put up after whenever this video goes live, so you can listen to it from everywhere you listen to podcasts, from Google, iTunes, Spotify. So yeah, thank you so much, and we hope to see you again next week. And see ya. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.